Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Sumie Learns Chinese. 大家好，欢迎来到我的频道 Sumie 学中文。Today, we want to have a deeper understanding about the daily conversation about having pet. 今天我们将会更深入的去了解，在日常生活中，我们该如何用一些 measure word 量词 adjective 形容词 numbers 数字去表达或是形容我们的宠物。Okay, so let's check it out. Today we are gonna learn the daily conversation. Pet Part 2. 日常会话宠物下 Okay, 下 Actually, we have two episodes of this series, which is 上 and 下. It is part 1 and part 2. Okay, 日常 means daily. 会话 conversation. 宠物 is pet. 下 means part 2 or the second or the next episode. Okay, 下. The key point of the lesson, we have three key points of the lesson today, which is 数字 number, okay, 数字 Number 2, which is 量词 the measure words, because I know that you do know actually the grammar is a little bit different from Chinese and English. Chinese, we have loads of 量词 okay, with different characters, with different objects and different animals, we will use different measure word. So in this lesson, we will pay more attention to the measure word. Number 3, we will learn more 形容词。形容词 means adjective. Actually, adjective is quite important in our daily life. When you are saying, expressing your feelings, or you want to extend your sentence, it is necessary for us to use more adjective, 形容词. So today, we're going to learn 3 main points, which is 数字、量词 and 形容词. Okay? Number 1, 数字 number 数字来一起读一次数字 okay, number. In Chinese number, Chinese number, we have no more than 13 characters. But when we combine them together, we will have uncountable numbers. Okay, so we will learn the basic number first, which is 一 one, 二 two, 2. Okay, about art, I want to ask Sumie learners a question, okay? If you still remember what we have learned in the last episode, I think you should remember Sumie told you that when we are describing we have 2 animals or 2 pets, we won't use 二个 or 二只. We will use another Chinese character. Do you remember which one we should describe it or we should use it? It is 两 okay, that means 2. But 后面 we will have measure words after using 两 okay, so we have to remember it when we are talking about when we are counting, then we will use 二. But when we are talking about how many characters or how many animals we have, that means we will use the measure word after the number. We will use 两 okay? So keep going, okay? 一 2 3 is 3 3 okay? 4 四五五 Okay, number 5六 number 6六七 number 7七八8八九9 10 10 Okay, so let's read or let's count the number together slowly from 1 to 10. Okay, 1 to 10. 来，一起读一次。1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、10. Okay, and these 10 characters, I think 4 and 10 are quite confusing, right? This one is 4平舌音. Look at my mouth. 4. You can see that actually I didn't move my teeth, right? It is 4. But this one is 10. You can see that I moved my mouth into a circle or oval, right? 10. It is 翘舌音. 10. Actually, inside the mouth, your tongue is lifted up. Okay, it's lifted. It is 10. 10. Okay, remember 10. This one is 4. Okay, let's read, count from 1 to 10. Okay, 1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、10. Okay, so now it's your turn to count the number from 1 to 10 in Chinese. Okay, so do you remember the pronunciation? Did you put it in mind? Okay, I hope you guys remember how to pronounce these characters because it is very useful and it is commonly used all the time. So we have to remember all these characters today, okay? So let's count 10, count these 10 numbers from 10 to 1, okay? 一起读一次. Let's do it together, okay? 2, 3, start. 10、9、8、7、6、5、4、3、2、1. Okay, very good, very good. If you can read the pronounce the characters from 10 to 1, actually that means we have already mastered the pronunciation of the character. That's very good. Okay, keep going, keep going. After we could manage 1 to 10, I want to level up the number, okay? Then it will be 百, 100, 百. That means 100 is 100, 200, 200, 300, 300, 400, 400, 500, 500, 600, 600, 700, 700, 800, 800, 900, 900. 1,000 means it is not 1000, okay? So it would jump to 千, then we start with 1000. Okay, so it is a little bit complicated, but let's focus on 百 first, okay? So it's 100 to 900, which is 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900. Okay, remember it. But what about it is 110? What should we say? It is 110. What about 123? Then it is 120. Okay, 20. Okay, so where 20 means 20. 30, 30. 40, 40. 50, 50. 60, 60. 70, 70. 80. Okay, it is 80. 90, 90. It is 90. When it jump to almost 10, it will change the number to 百. So it is 百. So let's count from 1 to 百 together, okay? It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, let's count maybe 10, 20, 30 to 90 together, okay? It should be 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 200或是200、300、400、500、600、700、800、900. When it comes to 100, we jump to another word, which is 千. 千. It is 1,000. 1,000, 1000. 2,000. It is not 2000, it is 2000. What I have told you, the very, the tricky one. This one. 两, okay? 2000. 3000 is 3,000. 4000, 4,000. What about 5,000? Can you get it? Can you get the logic? Yeah, it is 5,000. Then what about 6,000? Yes, correct. 6,000. Okay, I want to challenge you. What about 9,000? 9,000? It is not 4,000. It's 9,000. It is 9,000. 9,000. Okay. When it comes to 10,000, we would jump it to 1. 1. 来，一起读一次。1. 1. Okay. 1 means 10,000. Okay. 1,000. 10,000. 2,000. What is 2,000? 20,000. 3,000. 30,000. Okay. 4,000. 40. Okay. And so on. Okay. So let's read all these Chinese characters together. Okay. From 1 to 1. Let's together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 百. No, it is 百. 百. 千. 千. 万. 万. Okay. Remember, 百 means 10 multiply 10. 千 means they have 10, 100. Okay. 万, it is they have 10, 1,000. Okay. 百, 千, 万. Okay, today we will just have a brief idea about the most commonly used or the numbering system in Chinese. In the next video or the following videos, I will teach you the detailed with the number from 1 to 10,000 or even more. Okay, so today we just get the brief idea first. Okay, secondly, we're gonna have a brief idea about 量词 measure word. 来，一起读一次，量词，量词。Okay, 量 means measure. Okay, measure. Okay, 量词。What is measure word? How many measure words do you know? 个 and 之, that's what we always use, right? So let's see what kind of 量词 we have learned today. 之 okay? When you see 之, we always use it to describe dog, cat, hamster, and squirrel, okay? And also, and so on. 之 is like describing the animals. So we can't say 你是一只人, you are a human being. It is not correct because we will never describe a person or a human being as 只. We will only describe the animal as 只. Remember, 只 we always describe it as the animal, okay? 一只狗，一只猫，一只仓鼠，一只松鼠。OK， 来一起读一次，只，只，只。OK, next one, 条，条。Okay, when you see 条, actually it describes the object in like a string shape. Okay, like a string shape, like fish. 一条鱼，一条鱼 snake, right? Doesn't it look like a string? Okay, 一条蛇 or exactly 一条绳子 one string, 一条绳子 or 香蕉 banana 一条香蕉 is like one string, right? 一条香蕉 So get the idea, okay? When you say about 条, it's about describing the object which look like a string, okay? 条头头 means head, okay? It is head means your head, 头. But in this case, when we are using this character as a measure word, that means we're gonna describe a big or a giant animal. A giant animal, okay? Like 牛, buffalo, 牛. So compare with 只 and 头. 狗, the size of dog is smaller than the buffalo, right? So we use 只 to describe dog, but we won't say 头 to describe the dog. But we use 头 to describe 牛 or 猪, pig, 猪 pig. Okay, so next one, 皮 is quite, this one is very tricky because we must use it to describe the horse or wolf. 一匹马 一匹狼 okay? 匹 always used to describe 马 and 狼 okay? The last one is the most commonly used measure word, 个 okay? Sometimes, in lots of Chinese don't know how to say or what kind of measure word we have to describe the object, we usually use 个, okay? But of course, they misuse it, but in this case, you may know that how common it is used in the Chinese, okay, language. It is 个. As I've mentioned before, we'll use 个 to describe a person or a human being. 一个人, 两个人, 三个人, or you can describe it as some small object like 苹果, 一个苹果, okay? Or you can even describe it as watermelon. If you have one watermelon, 一个西瓜, 一个西瓜, yeah. Or the middle-sized 梨, 你也可以说一个梨, 一个梨. Okay, so to be honest, it is not the all the measure we have in Chinese language, but I just mentioned 5 most commonly used measure word. Okay, the first one, 枝条头皮个 Okay, so let's do it one more time. 枝条头皮个 Okay, 枝 Okay, question. Okay, what we would use or what object or what animal we are going to use to describe, okay, with 枝. Remember the pattern? We always use 枝 to describe the small or not very gigantic, very huge animal, okay? 狗、猫、仓鼠、松鼠 okay? 条 is describing something which look like a string, like 香蕉 banana, 绳子 string, 蛇 snake or fish, 鱼 okay? 头 that means when we are describing some animal which is quite big, quite gigantic, we will use 头 okay? Like 一头牛一头猪 or elephant 一头大象 okay? Very big, very gigantic animal. 一头大象一头象一头牛 one buffalo 一头猪 one pig okay? 匹 always used to describe 马 horse 一匹马 or wolf 一匹狼 okay? 个 the most commonly used measure word okay? 人 to describe person 一个人 one human being 一个苹果一个梨 Okay, so remember you have to remember these 5 commonly used measure words, okay? Number 1, what is it? Yes, 枝. Number 2, 条, okay, which look like a string. Number 3, it's not about your head, but it's about describing a huge animal. 头. This one is 匹, correct. 匹, okay? Actually, it is quite tricky when you are talking about 匹, right? But we have to get used to it, okay? 匹, not 皮, it's not correct. 匹, okay? We always describe it as 马 and 狼. Last one, which is 个, okay? Use it to describe human, apple, pear, or something that it is confusing. You may use 个sometime, okay? Okay, thirdly, we're gonna learn 形容词 adjective. 来，一起读一次。形容词means describe. 词 is phrases. So 形容词 is adjective. Okay, 形容词。So first one, 大 big, 大 big, 小 small, 小 small, 粘人的 clingy, 粘人的 clingy, 可爱的 cute, 可爱的 cute, 活泼的 energetic, 活泼的 energetic, 调皮的 naughty, 调皮的 naughty, 勤奋的 hardworking, 勤奋的 hardworking, 聪明的 brilliant, 聪明的 brilliant. Okay, if some Sumie watched that last episode of the pet part 1, so you may find some of the phrases very familiar with, like 大小粘人的可爱的 活泼的 and 调皮的 right? So today we're going to learn two more new adjectives, which is 勤奋的 hardworking and brilliant 聪明的 okay? So I hope you guys can remind, okay, to remember what we have learned last time. Okay, it is big 大 big 大小来一起读一次小 small 小 small clingy 粘人的粘人的一只粘人的小狗 do you remember? Okay, 粘人的可爱的 cute 可爱的 this one is 活泼的活泼的 okay, you can see there's o behind 所以 your mouth should move like o 活泼的活泼的 okay, this one 调皮的调皮的勤奋的 hardworking 勤奋的聪明的聪明的 brilliant okay, so today we learned the key point of the lesson, which is 数字 number 量词 measure word and 形容词 adjective. So in the following slides, please pay attention to the colored characters or phrases, okay? Remember we have to learn last time? 我养了一只狗 okay? Do you still remember when I'm teaching you how to count from 1 to 10? It is 1, 2, 3, right? But this time, this 一 can't be pronounced as 一 it should be 一 the fourth tone, not the first tone. So it is 一只狗一只狗一只 okay? 一只狗我养了一只狗 okay? Let's read it one more time. 我养了一只狗 One more time. 我养了一只狗 That's good. I think some of the Sumie learners will have improved a lot as this time we go through what we have learned last time. So you are very familiar with what we have learned today. So that's good. Okay. Pay attention to the numbers, the measure words and adjective this time. Okay. 我养了一只狗 Next one. 我养了两只猫 As I told you, we won't say 二只猫 It is 两只猫两只猫两只猫 Okay, 我养了两只猫 I have two cats 两只 Okay, let's read the sentence together 我养了两只猫我养了两只猫 Very good, very good Next one 我养了三只兔子 So you can see 兔子 we'll use 只 to describe 兔子 right? Because it is not that big. It is quite small. So we'll use 只三只兔子三只兔子 Okay? 我养了三只兔子 I have 3 rabbits. 我养了三只兔子 Okay? 只 the measure word to describe 兔子 rabbit Okay? You read it one more time. 我养了三只兔子我养了三只兔子 Very good. Keep going, keep going. Next one. 我养了4条金鱼 I have 4 goldfish. 4条means 4. Okay. This time, when you were talking about the 鱼 okay, about 金鱼 it's like a string, okay, can swim, you know, smoothly in the water like snake. So we'll use 条 okay, 4条金鱼4条金鱼 If you say 我养了4金鱼 it is not correct because in Chinese we have measure word between the number and the object. So it should be 4条金鱼4条金鱼 Okay, let's read it one more time. 我养了4条金鱼 Okay. Number 5, that's what we have learned, okay? The second sentence structure we have learned last lesson, which is 我领养了，我领养了，I adopt。我领养了5只粘人的大狗。来，一起读一次。我领养了5只粘人的大狗。This sentence is quite long this time because we went through this passage or these sentences last time. So this time it might be very easy to you. Okay, so don't be lazy. Okay, don't be shy. Read aloud. Read loudly. Okay, 5只Number 5. 五 You can see the dog. Even though we describe the dog as huge, we still use 只 because in compare with the animal like elephant, it is small, but it is not as small as a worm. So we will use 只 okay, 只5只 okay, 5只粘人的 clingy, 粘人的 clingy 大狗 okay, is the animal. So let's read it together. 我领养了5只粘人的大狗. Okay, this time we add the adjective. Okay, so if you are like HSK 2, maybe we won't use the adjective 粘人的. But if you want to have a advanced level, like you want to make your sentence full of content, to make it prettier, to make it, rich, you have to add on different kinds of measure words and also the adjective. So you may, instead of saying 我养了5只大狗, instead of saying I have 5 dogs, I may say 我领养了5只粘人的大狗. I have or I adopt 5 clingy dogs, 对不对？粘人的 to describe the animal or the object or the human being more, okay, make it more, lively, okay? 粘人的大狗。Next one, cute, 可爱的 cute. 我领养了6只可爱的小松鼠，可爱的小松鼠。So you can see 小松鼠 is not that big. So we will use 只, it is also an animal. So we use 只6只. Number 6, 6只可爱的小松鼠. Okay, let's read it one more time. 我领养了6只可爱的小松鼠. Okay, 6只可爱的小松鼠. So 我领养了 I adopt 6 cute squirrels. So what about 7? I adopt 7 clingy squirrels. What may we say in Chinese? Let's see if you can remember it. I give you 5 seconds, okay? Actually, it's quite challenging. Yes, it is. 我领养了7只粘人的小松鼠。7只粘人的 okay? It is 7 and clingy, okay? 7 clingy 粘人的 But this time it is 6只 6可爱的可爱的 Next one. 我领养了7只活泼的仓鼠。活泼的 means energetic, keep moving all the time. Energetic, okay? 活泼的。我领养了7只活泼的仓鼠。I adopt 7 energetic hamsters, okay? You can see hamster is quite tiny, but it is an animal. It is not, it is not the cockroach, so we won't say 个, but we will say 只, okay? Describe 只, okay? Use 只 to describe 仓鼠, okay? 7只活泼的仓鼠，活泼的，来一起对词，活泼的，活泼的，7只活泼的仓鼠，7只活泼的仓鼠。Okay, let's read the sentence together. 我领养了7只活泼的仓鼠。Okay, that's good. One more time, okay? 我领养了7只活泼的 ，OK， 活泼的仓鼠，仓鼠。8 OK， 我领养了8只调皮的小猫，8 naughty kittens， 8 八八 and then we describe 小猫 as 只 as the measure word OK， 只8只小猫，8 kittens for the advanced level， 8 naughty kittens， 8只调皮的小猫，调皮的 OK let's read it one more time， 调皮的调皮的 naughty naughty， 8只调皮的小猫，8 naughty kittens OK， 我领养了8只调皮的小猫，I adopt 8 naughty kittens， 我领养了8只调皮的小猫 OK， so do you remember 调皮的 naughty when your little brother or your little sister keep running in your living room and then you may say 我的弟弟我的妹妹真调皮真调皮我有调皮的弟弟妹妹 OK I have naughty brothers or siblings 我的兄弟姐妹很调皮 or 我有调皮的弟弟 I have naughty brother OK naughty 调皮的调皮的 OK 牛 cow the buffaloes we can also say 牛 this time 9 9 头 okay when we are describing a big size a huge size of animal we will use 头 okay 我养了9头勤奋的牛勤奋 is hard working keep working hard working okay 勤奋的来一起读一次勤奋的勤奋的勤奋的 OK 9头勤奋的牛 OK we won't say 9只牛 no 9只 because 牛 is quite big we will say 9条牛 no because 牛 doesn't look like a string or look like a worm so it is not used we won't use 条 OK so we will use 头 OK 9头勤奋的牛来一起读一次我领养了9头勤奋的牛 remember your nose 牛 okay it is not 牛 no it is 牛 okay 我领养了9头勤奋的牛 It's good because it is new sentence if you can read it fluently actually you have done a really good job okay it is not easy so keep going okay keep going next one I adopt 10 brilliant horses 我领养了10匹 remember go down and then go up 10匹我领养了10匹聪明的马聪明的 clever smart brilliant okay 聪明的10匹马 is horse just do you remember the table I showed you last in the previous slide when we are talking about 匹 we always use it to describe 马 and wolf 狼 okay don't forget okay don't say 10只马 it's not correct not 10头马 not 10头狼 is not correct only 匹 okay 10匹马 okay 10匹马我领养了10匹马10匹什么马呀 I adopt 10 horses what kind of horses 10匹聪明的马10匹聪明的马10 smart horses it is not it is very smart okay 聪明的马 okay let's read it one more time 我领养了10匹聪明的马 okay so today we have learned a lot of characters about 数字 量词 and 形容词. So I hope you guys remember what we have learned today. 数字 is 1 to 10, and then 100, 1,000, and 10,000. So let's read aloud, okay, the 13 characters about numbers together. Let's see if you could remember all of them, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 千, 百, 万. Okay, so challenging questions. What should I say 3,000 in Chinese? 3 seconds. 3,000. Okay, it is 3,000. 3,000. Okay. Secondly, we have learned 量词, the measure word. Okay, what have we learned today? Do you remember? Okay, we learned 个. Okay, 个 to describe a person, a human being, fruit, right? Like 西瓜, 苹果, 梨, 人, okay? And then 头, head, 头, we use it to describe a big, gigantic animal, like elephant, 大象, like pig, 猪, or 一头什么呢? Do you know what we could use to use 头 to describe? Do you remember? Okay, let's write it down. Okay, comment below and let Sumie know that actually you pay attention to the lesson. Okay, another one is 只 used to describe the object. Okay, especially animals, small animals like 猫, 狗, 松鼠, 仓鼠. These small animals. Okay, 动物. Okay, 只 we will never use 只 to describe a human being. Remember, never. Okay, we only use 只 to describe object, especially animal. Okay, remember it. And then we still also learn 条, string, right? Like to describe something look like string, like snake, like fish. Okay, and exactly the string. Okay, 一条绳子, 一条蛇, 还有就是一条鱼. Okay, adjective, 形容词 we have learned lastly, right? 形容词 like 可爱的 cute, hardworking, 这个勤奋的 and brilliant, 聪明的. Okay, that's what we have learned. The new adjective we have learned in this episode. Okay. In the end of the lesson, I want you to practice more, okay? Please describe your pet with the following structure, okay? Let's see if you could apply number, measure, adjective, and animal, what we have learned in these 2 episodes about having pets, okay? Let's see the example. 我有一只可爱的小狗. I have one cute doggy. 我有一只可爱的小狗. Then how many pets or animals do you have in your home? You may say 我有 number, measure word, adjective, and animal. I hope you guys to write it down and comment below, and then I will check it out. Okay, don't hesitate to practice your Chinese, especially to write it down and then do the class practice. Okay, because practice makes perfect. If you do more practice, answer more questions, and then your Chinese level will be advanced. Okay, so keep going. Today, we have learned a lot of phrases and sentence structures about having pet, especially about the measure words, adjective, and also the numbers, okay? If you find this video interesting and useful, don't hesitate to like, subscribe my channel, share this video to your friends, and also all the key points from this video is uploaded to my IG, Sumie Learns Chinese. If you need this learning material, don't hesitate to follow my Instagram too. So see you next time. Bye.